Shalom. Start off, give all praises and honor and glory to Yahweh by Hashem Yahushai. And we'd like to say double honors to our apostles and elders at Great Millstone. Shalom to you brothers out there pushing this word out in truth and sincerity. Shakat.
And I'm Zahab.
And behind the camera.
Atazawam.
Okay.
And today's lesson is going to go into basically the two wolves. Because years ago, I read this story of, I guess it's called like an analogy, where there was two wolves fighting against each other. And you know, there's one wolf was the bad wolf, the other wolf was the good wolf. And the thing that determined who won between the fight between the wolves was which wolf was fed the most. So the wolf that was fed the most dominated because he was stronger. So in this truth, it's similar with the spirit and the flesh. The spirit and the flesh are at war with each other because they're likened to those two wolves that's fighting against each other. So the thing that's going to determine which wolf is going to dominate in most cases is which wolf do you feed the most.
Okay.
So with that being said, can you get that in Galatians?
Okay. All right, Galatians 5:17. For the flesh lusteth against the spirit, and the spirit against the flesh. And these are contrary the one to the other, so that ye cannot do the things that ye would.
So what you're going to find out is that it's a spiritual war inside of your head. You want to do right in the Most High. Can you get that in Romans? Is it 7:13? I delight in the law of the Most High after the inward man. All right, because basically, as a man of the Most High will be the elect, you desire to please your Father, the Heavenly Father. But you have an impediment. You have a thorn in your flesh, and part of that impediment is your fleshly desires, man. All right, but it's inevitable that you're not gonna get it right every single time because it's in the scriptures. That was part of our lot, part of our portion, is to go off. That's why we're in Babylon, because we was hardwired to go off. All right, but in the same token, you do have. It's up to you to feed the spirit. That's your job, to feed the spirit as much as possible, so the spirit can dominate the flesh. All right, but like I said, it's inevitable that sometimes the flesh is gonna take over. Okay, you got it over.
Yeah. Romans 7:13. We're gonna start at 12. Wherefore the law is holy, and the commandment holy, and just and good. Was that then which is good made deaf unto me?
God.
The Most High forbid. But sin, that it might appear sin, working death in me by that which is good.
God.
That sin by the commandment might become exceeding simple.
God. All right, let's go to 18.
Okay, jump down to 18. For I know that in me, that is, in my flesh, dwelleth no good thing.
Right, in me, in my flesh dwelleth no good thing. But what we're going to tackle today in this lesson through the spirit of Yahweh Hashem Yahushai is that although it's inevitable for you to go off, it's up to you to feed their righteous spirit more, man, or their righteous wolf, so to speak, because they're always at war with each other. So how does that play out? All right, you got some?
Yeah, keep going.
All right.
Okay, for I know that in me, there is in my flesh, dwelleth no good thing, for to will is present with me, but how to perform that which is good, I find not.
So you had a desire to please the Most High, follow the laws, statutes, and commandments of the Most High, but your flesh always refrains you, or it tries to give you that resistance. All right. And one of the things that manifests is basically feeding their righteous wolf, so to speak. I'm saying that in a parabolic sense, is where you put yourself, the situations that you put yourself in. Like we just had an order not to go to the clubs, but the clubs can actually be a spiritual impediment, because if you constantly put yourself in an environment that's evoking your flesh, you basically, according to the law of man, human nature, you become the environment that you put yourself in. So you start to blend in with the environment that you constantly put yourself in. So even if you didn't intend to, you eventually get out of character once you put yourself in environments that's constantly evoking your flesh, man. All right. So our job is to try to find ways to basically feed the spirit, man, which is ultimately you staying immersed in the word, man. That's feeding the spirit. Being around brothers, that's feeding the spirit, man. Meditating on the word, that's feeding the spirit. Being in nature, that's actually conducive to your spirit, man. Listening to like jazz or classical music, that actually restores your spirit. That's why King David was able, at that time he wasn't the king, but King David was able to get those demons out of King Saul through music, man. That fed that righteous wolf. All right? So although it's inevitable that we got this never-ending fight in our flesh, it's up to you to feed that righteous wolf, man, so he could dominate in most cases, man. And I say in most cases because there gonna be times where you just gonna go off, man. In one angle or another, you're gonna go off. But in this lesson, we're gonna tackle feeding the spirit, because that's that righteous wolf, man. All right. Yeah, because like I said, it's up to you to put yourself in an environment that's conducive to the spirit, man. All right. That's just point blank period. It's up to you to put yourself in an environment that's gonna benefit the spirit, man. All right.
All right. I'm jump to this Ecclesiasticus 32, and I'm gonna start at 18. What you mentioned about the elders was saying something about the club, brothers not going out to the club, and that's Sirach 32 and 18. A man of counsel will be considerate.
And our counsel comes from the elders, man. That's another thing, man. Going back to how we open up the topic, it's a never-ending war in your mind. But a man of war has counselors. A general has counselors. A king has counselors before I make this war strategy, before I counterattack my enemy, I gotta have counselors. So in Babylon, we at war, so we gotta take heed to the elders. Who are your counselors, man? For brothers that's trying to be presumptuous, because it's gonna be guys and GMS is really in the back of their mind saying, I'm a grown man, I can do what I wanna do, man. You ain't no man of counsel, man. All right? Don't think your mind, I'm supposed to know it all, I got it all, man. A real man is a man of counsel, man. If the scripture say do nothing without advice and let reason go before every enterprise, man. If I'm finna do an enterprise, I'm finna call a brother that I feel that he's experiencing that particular situation, man. All right? That's just been a man of counsel, man. You don't know it all, man. All right, go ahead.
All right. A man of counsel would be considerate, but a strange and proud man is not daunted with fear.
What does it mean when it says a man of counsel would be considerate? He's gonna consider the counsel. He's gonna consider the outcome of his actions, man. He understands the concept of for every action stimulates a reaction, man. He's gonna consider, if I do that, what is that gonna cause, man? All right, that's considerate, man. Go ahead.
Okay. And but a strange and proud man is daunted with fear. So like, but a strange and proud man is not daunted with fear.
What does it mean when it says he's not daunted with fear? He's presumptuous, man. He just does whatever he feels like it. He's adopted that YOLO mentality, man. In Babylon, they teach you to have fear as being a bitch, man. You're supposed to have fear in you, man. See, we gotta learn how to be real men now, man. A real man is considerate, because Babylon taught us to be niggas. If you ain't a thug or a street nigga or whatever, you ain't a real man. That's what Babylon taught us. But a real man is considerate, man. He foresees the evil. He fears, so he goes the other way. Like, nah, I ain't going there. You can have it, bro. I'm going that way. You know what I mean? That's the man of the Lord.
And that's why people in this stay in condition we in right now, because we didn't fear the Most High, even back in the ancient world. And that proves today. Look how Jake getting shot up right now. Because why? Because they didn't fear.
They didn't fear the Most High. America ain't nothing but a big ass prison, man. It's a punishment. I'll go ahead.
I got Proverbs 11:14. Where no counsel is, the people fall.
Hey, that's what happened in the ancient world, man. We had weak leaders back then. They let Jake go off, and the people fell. And they went into captivity. But as an individual, if you don't have counsel in this truth, you're gonna fall. Or if you don't take heed to the counsel, you're gonna fall, man. It's real. Shit is real out here, man. I've been to a bar, a bar, real like a bar and grill, and 2 days later somebody gets shot at the same bar. I'm like, we got shielded, man. Or you'll be at a club and perception is reality, right? Looks are deceiving. You'll see a bitch by herself and you approaching her. Next thing you know, her man walk up like, who are you? Because you didn't see the part where her man was at a damn bar, at the bar getting her drinks, man. So And we say these things not like we just got it ourselves, man. We check ourselves because we'll be like, damn, I know I'll be like, damn, I got out of character, man. But as long as you put yourself in the environment and you drinking it, and you in that environment, you're gonna always get out of character, man. And every time you're gonna wax worse and worse in the spirit, man. To the point where you just come off as a nigga, man. All right, go ahead.
Okay. Where no counsel is, the people fall. But in the multitude of counselors, there is safety.
You know who's the multitude of counselors? It's the elders. It's the apostles of GMS. Not just that, it's the brothers around you, man. You gotta be considerate in this truth, man. You gotta be considerate. When I go out and I'm with the brothers, my actions are gonna affect them. They had this little documentary, this little gang documentary, like a little mini movie. And basically, it was carnal. But the gang leader was like, dude, you can't go out and kill this dude because of what he did.
Right.
It's like, you're not using your mind. What's gonna happen if you kill this dude? Or what's gonna happen if you shoot this dude? They gonna come to our neighborhood and shoot at us. And they gonna kill innocent people. They gonna kill little girls and somebody's grandma. And he was basically giving him the cause and effect method. That's counsel. And it's truth. You go out with the brothers, your impulsive move is gonna put the lives of brothers in danger. We at war. You know what I mean? So consider that, man. If maybe you should love the brothers more than yourself. So you can think like that, man. Like, okay, I don't give a fuck what happened to me, but I want the brothers. I already know they passionate about me, so I'm not gonna put them in that situation, man. We got into an altercation back in 09. Brothers was dealing with the course for years after that shit, like 2 years after that shit, man. And that was from teaching now, but at the same time, that course stuff stretched out 2 years after that fight, man. All right, can you go back to Sirach? Is it more than that?
No, that was it.
All right, can you go back to Sirach?
All right, Sirach 32 and 18. A man of counsel will be considerate, but a strange and proud man is not daunted with fear.
He don't have that fear. And if, you can tell a brother that doesn't have fear because you always approve of him, and he comes off as nonchalant, he's stubborn. Right after you give him the reproof, he pretty much ends up doing the same thing, man. When he's trying to rush the conversation, he don't have that fear, man. He don't look at you as an elder or a leader. He look at you as another nigga, man, another man. And the result is the Most High despise that. And you could kill that brother, man. We are at war. All right.
Okay. Even when himself he had done without counsel.
Right.
I jump down to 20, okay. Verse 20, go not in a way wherein thou mayest fall.
That's the point, man. Going back to the topic, the two wolves. When you go in a situation that's gonna make you weak, you feeding the fleshly wolf, man. Don't think you're incapable of going off. You are very well capable of being a nigga, man. You are very well capable of going off, man. That's why it says in Sirach, I think it's the 18th chapter, wine and women maketh men of understandings to fall away. Where is wine and women at? The clubs.
House of mirth.
It's the house of mirth. And what does that do? It make your spirit weak, man. You keep doing that consistently, your spirit get weak. Then you start playing with your line. You try to trick out your beard to make it like you didn't line it up a little bit, because the environment is rubbing off on you, man. So it's certain environments that's conducive to the spirit, and there's certain things that's destructive to the spirit, man. You could fall in the spirit. You might not physically get killed. You could just fall in the spirit, man. And it's time for us to go hard in the spirit, not weak. All right.
And stumble not among the stones.
The stones are those places where you weak in, man. Those areas of your weaknesses, man, where you trip and stumble. All right. But did you have anything you want to say?
No, that was it right there.
Well, brother, you got it then. All right.
We hope you brothers out there was edified. I'm going to say Barakatah Yahweh.
Barakatah Yahweh.
Barakatah Yahweh Shai.
Barakatah Yahweh Shai.
Double honors and to our apostles and elders of Great Millstone. Again, salutations to you brothers out there. Shalom.
Shalom.